Good day. So today's June gem is about transmuting situations for the greater good of all. So today I was at the gym and I was recording per usual my content, and one of the employees came up and told me that I can't record. Now, being the rebellious Aquarius that I am, I'm like, who can't record? I've been doing this for years. What you mean? And they hit me with it's our policy that no tripods on the floor. Then I said, okay, now y'all listen. When you stop in my flow and the energy, I can get a little, like I said, rebellious. So I was like, okay. So I've been doing this for a minute. And it's just the fact that I went to the gym during the time that I don't go. So that's on me, but it's okay. So I said, you know what? I said, you can tell your manager to come speak with me. So the manager came and he told me that I can't record. And I said, come on, I've been doing this. He was like, I get it. I said, okay. So I was like, well, I'm going to record. To my spiritual girlies out there, do your spirit team, do they sometimes can communicate to you through electrical issues? Well, they was on my head today. So I found my body heating up and the energy started rising in my body. And being an energy healer, I have a lot of energy, a lot of power, and it could be intense. And I found my heart beating. And I felt like I was in tune with the guy as well that was telling me that I couldn't record my content. So, emotional intelligence is kicking in. And so I realized, I was like, Jimmy said, you're being rebellious in this moment. Take a step back and let's see how we can see if we can transmute this situation. So the power went out. And then he hit me with the God don't like ugly and laughed as if because again, I'm saying that I'm going to record and he telling me that I'm not. And I laughed. I said, yeah, you're right. God don't like ugly. And then I was like, let me call another gym and see if I can get a membership or whatever. And then the lights came back on, and then I got off the phone with them, and then I proceeded to speak with the guy. We were talking about the situation, and I find that ego was in the conversation. I found that he was getting macho, and naturally, I can get a little slick with my mouth, but I was like, you know what, Jimmy said, chill. Let's transmute this. I transmuted this situation. I said, listen, I see that the energy is getting high right now. And I said, I'm not trying to come for you. I don't want no beef with you. I want it to be well, and I was pretty much telling him it's all good, and I respect that the policies and I get that you're enforcing it. I can not use the tripod, but compromise with me. Can I still record? So nonetheless, after diffusing the situation and coming back into my softness, because sis can get a little gangster a little bit with the mouth, I reeled it back in and we came back down and I was able to record my content. And the situation was transmuted for the greater good of all. And so I say all that to say today's June gem is to take a step back whenever things get heated in the moment and transmute the situation for the greater good of all. If you have the power to do it, and if you have the knowledge, the wisdom to transmute a situation and to change the energy, by all means do it. One thing that I learned when I was getting my Kemetic Reiki certification is that you can't fight fire with fire. You have to be the opposite element to cool down the situation. And so I did think about that today, and my ancestors, my spirit team, they was getting on me like, sis, if you don't calm down. Now, granted, I wasn't going off or cursing anybody out or going wild or anything. It was just that my body started heating and the energy started rising. And because you're going to tell me I can't record my content? Come on now, content is king. What you mean? I enjoy recording content because it's fun to me. So it brings me joy. So when you're telling me that I can't be in the spirit of joy, what do you mean? Why would you do that to me? But nonetheless, so that was my June gem for the day. And I just hope that this helps someone out there if you struggle with transmuting situations, heated situations, and cooling it down. So that's all I got. TTYL.